This video is created to help you access your live meetings in the online course Leading Worship 101. You have to be inside the course site, and what you want to do is locate the white and red tab on the left, Live Session Link. This actually is the holding place for all of the live session links that you will be accessing, plus the recordings of the sessions if those are made. So wait for this to come up. And you'll see a list here of days and times, and this will coordinate to what's on the course calendar for the first 3 weeks. We'll be setting up the rest of the sessions later. I have created, you may find that you cannot see all of these sessions. If that's the case, you may have to change the ending date. For instance, if this ending date were set on March 12th, which is 1 week from today, then you would only be able to see the first 3 sessions. I won't change that back for now, since you already saw those first 6, and it seems to be taking a little sweet time to transfer between the lists. But what I've done is I have created a session, software test session for you. I opened it today, Wednesday at 3:45, and it'll close on Thursday at 5 o'clock. So that should give you a little more than 24 hours to come in and test your software. So what you want to do is come in. You'll notice that this link is different. When I run my cursor over it, it turns to a finger. It's purple, so that tells me that that link is live. If I run my cursor over this one, Thursday, February 6th, you see that nothing happens. That's because it's not that day and time yet. So the software will open 30 minutes in advance. So it will actually open at 6:30 on Thursday, February 6th. And I recommend that you either try the software test to make sure that everything's okay between today and tomorrow, or you access early so that if you're having any kind of technical issues, you can get those worked out. Then when you come back, when you come in, you click on this. Well, I'm going to point this out first in case my screen changes too much. There's also a link up here that says recordings. If I click on this right now, it tells me there are no recordings available. That's because none have been made for this course yet. But I'll go back. But when they are made, then they will be listed here, and there will be a link, and you'll be able to click on it and view the recording. So if you miss the session and it isn't recorded, then you are able to view it later. Okay, let me go back to sessions now and show you. If you click on the software test, it just opens the software right in your screen. It may take just a few minutes. If you're on a Mac, you'll notice that you're going to have a quick reference guide for a launcher. You're going to have to download that. If it doesn't, I would give it, I don't know, a minute or two to see if it does anything. See, now mine is starting to move. If it doesn't, then there's a link there for you to click on if it says that nothing has happened. Ask me if I want to join this, and I'm going to join it by opening. And what you have to do is just click once and be patient. This tells me my Java version is out of date. It is recommended that this is updated. See, now this is a good reason to try this out in advance. You will need Java, so don't block it or the software will not open. You can choose to do it later, which is what I'm going to do now. But if you're doing the test software test course that I set up, then my recommendation is you go ahead and update now and let it do that. Java is free software. It makes websites run more smoothly, and it's safe to run. If you're on a Mac and Java don't really like each other. Apple doesn't like the Java software, so that's why there is another launcher for Mac users. If you're a Mac user and you have any questions and it's not opening for you, be sure and email me, and I can help you through those things. So I'm going to go ahead and click on later, because I'm relatively sure this software will open for me. temperatures are only about 8 degrees here. I'm thinking the computer lines don't like it. It's a little bit slow, but it is opening. And the good thing to do is just be patient. Don't click like anything else. Don't click several times, or before you know it, you'll have 5 or 6 boxes open. Okay, do you want to run this application? Yes, you do. Run. If you are using a different browser, this browser is the Internet Explorer browser, IE version 11. If you're using Firefox or Chrome or Safari or a different browser, some of this might look slightly different, but it should be somewhat familiar. It will ask you about your connection speed. It's probably very safe to assume that Collaborate has detected the connection speed that's accurate for your computer. But there is a drop-down box if you think you'd like to take a look at it and change it to cable or wireless. And if you get in this session and you find that it's particularly slow, or there's some buffering that's going on, you might want to change your connection speed up one level. But I'm going to leave it on LAN. Don't worry about messing with that the first time. I would just check it out. So now you can see I've entered the software. This is what it looks like on the inside. I've entered the software. My name appears on the left-hand side in this list. These are some things you'll want to explore, take a look at when you run your cursor over them. My hand is up, so I can click on that and put my own hand down. And there's the talk button for turning on your microphone. Leave it off, though, until Dan asks for questions. And if you have a webcam, we can have a few webcams at a time. But if you're concerned about technical issues, or if you don't know if you have a webcam, don't worry about it. You won't need it. Dan will probably use his. And there's a chat window down below where you can type in anything and the other people can see it. So I think that's all that you need to know about accessing your live session. I think it will go fine. Do feel free to kind of run your cursor over these and see what these little icons will do. They're a good way to interact with the instructor and with one another as the course is going on. And remember, there is the place to turn your microphone off, and when you're turn it on, and when you are finished talking, then you turn it back off. All right. I hope your live sessions go well. If you have any trouble uploading or doing the software test, then be sure and send me an email and I'll see if I can help.